Hi, this is Jim Lang. I'd like to talk about the possibility of future tax changes and what kind of impact that's going to have on your decision now as to whether you should make a Roth IRA conversion or not. One of the fears that you might have is, gee, if I make a Roth IRA conversion now and I pay the income taxes up front, even though all the projections show that I will be better off or my heirs will be better off in many years, how do I know that the government isn't going to change their mind and start taxing Roth IRAs or potentially the growth on Roth IRAs? For example, they did that with Social Security. They promised us we're never going to have to pay tax on Social Security. Now we have to pay tax on Social Security. How do we know that they're not going to do the same thing with Roth IRAs and Roth IRA conversions? Well, the reason that I don't believe that they will be able to do that is because it is now part of the Internal Revenue Code that Roth IRAs and Roth IRA conversions will grow income tax-free for your life, the life of your spouse if you die and leave it to your spouse, the lives of your children or possibly even grandchildren. So if they were to try to make a change to that law, which they certainly could do for future conversions or future contributions, the money that will have been in the system, I believe, will be grandfathered. And if the money wasn't grandfathered, you would have a very well-funded, extremely powerful Roth IRA revolution. So I think that it's probably a better strategy to say, well, what changes are more likely than taxing Roth IRAs, and what is much more likely is an increase in the income taxes, in which case Roth IRAs and Roth IRA conversions will work exceedingly well. I would encourage you to learn more about these strategies at www.rothira-advisor.com. There is a slew of information there. There are articles, there are videos, there are interviews with some of the top IRA and Roth IRA experts in the country. It's all free. I encourage you to take advantage of the resources at www.rothira-advisor.com.